Hello. I planned on making this video last year since I wore this lehenga last year, but I lost all the footage, every single one, and with that I lost my willingness to film this video. So for Sangeet, I tried on a bunch of lehengas and I hated everything. I finally decided that I'll get a lehenga stitched. This is my very first outfit from scratch, by the way, so I'm gonna talk about everything in this video. Some details like price can be a little vague or inaccurate since I got this stitched last year, so I don't remember much, but I'm gonna talk about everything else, and at the end of the video I'm going to talk about some things that I could have done differently and a few tips as well. So this is going to be a very helpful video if you are getting a lehenga stitched from scratch for the first time, so stay tuned. My budget was 8 to 10,000 rupees and I pretty much found the same kind of styles under this budget, and the options were decent, but I wanted something more. I tried to find some inspo on Instagram, but I couldn't find anything. But there are a few things that I definitely wanted in my lehenga. One, I specifically wanted raw tissue fabric since I've been obsessed with raw tissue since last year, so obviously. And two, I wanted my lehenga to have this early 2000s Bollywood glam sort of vibe. And I finally came across this blue tissue lehenga, and that became my inspo. This had everything that I wanted. It had this early 2000s vibe, and the fact that it has cullies in two different colors makes it look visually interesting. So I didn't have to worry about getting any kind of embroidery or design on top of my lehenga. So I started hunting for fabric and I couldn't find raw tissue anywhere. I finally found raw tissue at Tirumala Andheri. That hairstyle was annoying. Yeah, so where was I? Tirumala Andheri. You can easily find all kinds of fabrics, like authentic fabrics at Tirumala Andheri. और इस store में मैंने इतना back and forth किया है that I feel exhausted every time I think about it. The fabric cost was around 900 to 1000 rupees per meter, which is quite expensive. But I only wanted tissue fabric, so I had to get it. I selected this beautiful raw tissue fabric in this dusty pink color. For contrast, I got this golden beige fabric which was quite cheap. I wanted the fabric to have a similar feel like tissue. I could have easily purchased tissue fabric in another color, but this was my way of reducing the overall price of this lehenga. So I ended up getting around 6 meters of fabric, which was around 6000 rupees, and my budget was 10,000 rupees. So I knew my budget was gone. It's the first thing that went out of the window. For dupatta, I wanted to have a long dupatta, so वापस मुझे 3000 का दुपट्टा नहीं खरीदना था by buying a tissue fabric. So I ended up getting this organza, like shiny kind of organza, at a store, fabric store in Ghatkopar, and I got it dyed in the same color as my lehenga. Again, the point was to make sure that the fabric is similar to tissue. I got this golden lace to add between each cully, and this broader lace with crystals and stones to add on the waist and at the bottom of the lehenga. I didn't want a drawstring because I think it looks extremely messy. So instead of that, I got zip and hook. Another thing that I didn't want in my lehenga was a can-can. I've seen ladies wear these beautiful lehengas with can-can, and whenever they bend or sit down, you can literally see the shape of can-can inside that lehenga, and I think it looks a little weird. So we went for a baby can-can instead. It gives a very soft look to the lehenga, and it adds just the right amount of volume without making the lehenga look too puffy. I got this lehenga stitched from a boutique in Tirumala itself since it was more convenient as opposed to me buying fabric from a store which is far away from the boutique. I got this blouse stitched from another tailor since the Andheri one was charging more money. The blouse had a square neckline and it was too deep. I don't mind deep necklines, but I was going to dance, so I was worried about wardrobe malfunction. And the only option I had was to add some more fabric on both sides, and I think that saved the blouse. The blouse looked a little incomplete, so I got these tiny patches and I was hoping that the tailor would add it himself, but he said no, and I had to paste these patches on the blouse myself a night before the Sangeet. For jewelry, the inspo was this, but I couldn't find anything similar, so I got this necklace from a local store. I think it really complements the lehenga and it kind of matches with the lace as well. I wore this hand accessory instead of bangles, and that made it look even more modern. I did this glowy makeup. It is basically my take on early 2000s Bollywood glam. So let me know if you would like to see a makeup tutorial. The lehenga looked stunning. I was worried about the fabric not being enough, but it was perfect. I was really skeptical in the beginning, but when I finally saw the lehenga, I think it was perfect. Even the tailor said that some people clicked pictures of this lehenga when he had put it on display. Now let's talk about the things that I could have done differently, and this is going to be very helpful if you're someone who is getting a lehenga stitched for the first time. Find a good inspo. Make a list of things that you want in your lehenga, like for example color or design. In my case, it was the fabric and overall vibe of the lehenga. I was really stubborn about wanting raw tissue. I could have easily purchased some other mid-range fabric. That way you can buy more fabric and it will give you more ghair, and of course the price will go down. Avoid adding these kinds of lace. Yes, it looks beautiful, but adding this lace to the lehenga was a hassle, which increased the stitching charges because he had to hand stitch this lace on the lehenga. And I would say avoid adding these kinds of crystal wala lace at the bottom of the lehenga. I kept stepping on it, and each time I stepped on it, it made these cracking noises and the crystals kept falling off every second. Also, this bottom lace made the lehenga very heavy, which made it quite difficult for me to dance in it. So go for lighter lace with less volume and no crystals. I wanted this lehenga to have a fish cut, not an intense fish cut but a subtle one. But the tailor didn't do that and I couldn't change anything once the lehenga was stitched. So I think I should have made that clear during our initial discussion. This one is a no-brainer. Get your blouse and lehenga stitched from one place. I think getting my blouse and lehenga stitched from two different places made everything too complicated. Most importantly, make sure you plan everything really well. These small expenses, they keep adding up, like for example the inner lining, latkan, lace, and you won't even realize when you go completely out of budget. And if you don't plan these things well, you will end up spending a lot of money on unnecessary things. So if your budget is 10k, consider it as 7 or 8k, because once you start buying everything, it will easily go up to 10 or even 12k. So what was the price of my lehenga? Unfortunately, I don't remember because I purchased so many things from so many different stores. I lost the track of things, but it was between 13 to 14,000 rupees, and that includes the stitching charges, which were around 3,000 to 4,000 rupees. And that's all. The wedding season is almost over, but my next few videos are going to be about wedding outfits, so stay tuned. Also, if you want to know what I wore for reception, then watch this video. And I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
That's you.